Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Humza Yousaf and his girlfriend Mary McCallan fly out today, first class, quaffing champagne at 30,000 feet, shoving caviar in every hole they have, as they enjoy a week-long break in Dubai at the taxpayer's expense. They weren't invited to go, they have no standing, they're not diplomats, they're not national leaders, they're not experts. They have no reason to be there other than they just fancy a little break and a nice hotel together. It's the only reason. What else is there? There's no official reason for them to go. And yet go they have, and you are paying for it. And alongside that, of course, the people of Glasgow are paying for 2 seats to be there as well. That's another one who shouldn't be going. All these people, if they want to attend and pay for their hotels and have all this stuff done, should reach into their own back pockets, pull out their credit cards, put the expense on their money, not the taxpayers. They won't, of course. But there is a petition going, and I will put a link in the messages below. So I'll put the link there, and I'll lock the link. So do go and sign the petition. But we'll have a look at this article to begin with. Here goes. Right, before we get into it, do please subscribe if you haven't yet. If you are a regular watcher, a regular viewer, you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you're a new viewer, please subscribe. Really help the channel. We're political. We get pushed down in the algorithm. And everything you can do to help us absolutely gets the message out. And this is the sort of message that we need to get out. These people must not be allowed to get away with blatant thievery. They are benefiting themselves by having a nice, fully expensed, top-of-the-line holiday paid for by the public when there is not an official visit. They have not been invited and they have no standing. They're not diplomats or leaders, and yet they seem that they want to go. Well, fine, let them go. Let nobody stop them going. But they have to pay for it themselves. The petition to demand Humza Yousaf and the SNP politicians pay own COP28 costs hit 1,000 signatures. It's now way more than that. Like I say, down in the comments, I'll put the link. Click on it, sign the petition. Let's build it up. Let's make sure that everybody knows exactly what we think of these nefarious, scrounging bastards taking money from the public purse so they can piss off at business class and enjoy a nice break in a top hotel, meanwhile leaving the rest of us sitting here freezing our asses off, unable to afford to put the bloody heating on. Typical of them, isn't it? The First Minister is set to jet out to Dubai today to attend a climate change conference. Ironic, isn't it? Climate change, and he's flying on a jet plane for something he's not even invited to. With his net zero secretary, Mary McCallan, joining him later on this week. Oh, he's got a couple of days on his own. He can do a Michael Matheson. Sit in a hotel, close the curtains, maybe pick up his laptop. But then soon Mary will join him and he won't need to do that, will he? Anyway, a petition has been launched to urge Humza Yousaf and his fellow SNP politicians who are flying out to COP28 on the public purse to pay their own expenses. It won't happen, It's going to be £250,000 of public money at a time when the public money is stretched so thin, where there's millions missing from every aspect of every budget, and yet they can find £250,000 to wank away on a desert trip, nice little break just before Christmas for no reason other than they feel they deserve it. His net zero secretary, Mary McCallan, is also heading out to the climate change conference on separate dates to her boss so that they don't make it look obvious. This meaning even more CO2 will be catapulted into the atmosphere than if they'd gone together. She's also returning on a different day as well. Again, they don't want to make it look obvious. Nationalist Glasgow City Council Chief Susan Aitken will be flying out to Dubai as well on 2 seats, despite it being unusual for a councillor to head out, unless it is to hand over the baton to the next host city, which it is not. But of course she needs to feel important as well. They all do. They all have this ego and they all think that the public should pay for it. £250,000 of public money wanked away on what you can only describe as a bunch of no-hope, useless wankers who just want to sup at the public tea, quaff their champagne eat their caviar, look down on the little people and laugh in their sort of smug superiority, sneering at us as we are coughing up taxes to pay for it. A petition has been launched to demand that they, along with all the civil servants who will be accompanying them, pay out of their own pocket for the junket. Last year, Nicola Sturgeon and her entourage built up a £148,000 taxpayer-funded bill as she took full advantage of Egypt hosting, although nobody knows why. She led a team of more than 20 Scottish Government officials to the African country for the summit, with this cash being splashed out on the event space, food, flights and 25 hotel rooms at the official accommodation. It's not known how many staff are heading out with Mr. Yousaf, but it will be lots. Now, they've got a picture here. I'm going to show you that. Now, that's her pretending to be at a high-powered, important meeting, being seen with people of different colours because it's important. Diversity, inclusiveness and all that bollocks, right? Well, I'll tell you who you got. From the left, you got the lady in the hijab. She was the cleaner. The guy next to her, that was one of the taxi drivers who got her from the airport. The woman on the end, she worked in the nursing section, and that's the people she was meeting. She certainly wasn't meeting anyone from any government. She wasn't meeting diplomats. She wasn't meeting experts. She wasn't meeting anyone of importance because she had no standing either. She wasn't invited. It's amazing, isn't it? Anyway, the petition on change.org has proved quite popular since launching on Sunday, with 12,062 at the time of writing. Now, I will, like I say, it's down below. It'll be, I'll pin the comment. It'll be in there. Do please take a moment of your life. It literally takes a few seconds. Click on the link, go to the petition, sign the petition, bang, Bob's your uncle. Do it. Let's get this up. Let's make it clear to all of them that this is the sort of shit that should not be happening at a time when public resources are stretched so thin. We do not want these tossers sodding off and not doing their day job, but simply going on a little touristy trip out to Dubai so that they can feel important. They have a little circle jerk and think, oh, look at us, aren't we great? Aren't we marvellous? No, you're not. Get back, do your job and pay for your own damn trips. And stop being hypocritical, two-faced bastards. Oh, look at us, we're going for a climate event. How are you getting there? Jet. What a bunch, eh? What an absolute bunch. Anyway, Humza Yousaf, Mary McCallan, Susan Aiken and all the MPs and SNP councillors attending COP28 must pay for their own expenses, including flights, hotel accommodation, meals, drinks and all sundries and everything else relating to this trip from their own pocket. This money should not be taken from the public purse in Scotland, as this is tantamount to theft and there is absolutely nothing within the remit of Holyrood requiring them to be there. All foreign affairs are reserved to Westminster, who represent Scotland at these events. This trip benefits not one person in Scotland and is out with your powers. Every person attending is neglecting their brief while in attendance at this event and at a time when so many budgets have been severely cut, leaving those sectors at crisis point. We, the undersigned Scottish people, object very strongly to this abuse of public finances, and we expect accountability and transparency in seeing all the details of these COP28 expenses and to see that they have all been paid in full by each attendee from their own finances. Fantastic. Do it, sign it and hold them accountable because they are all thieves. This is misappropriation of public monies. This is a crime. This is an absolute crime that is happening. The police need to be investigating this and not Police Scotland. Let's investigate that with, say, the Metropolitan Police going up there, arresting every single one of them, questioning them, charging them and making sure they pay every single penny back before throwing their asses into prison for 2 years for theft. These are thieving fuckers. Every one of them. And they're doing it thinking they're going to get away with it. And the chances are, and what's sad about it is, they probably are. We need to be angry. We need to question them. And we need to ask why thievery in high office is seen as acceptable. It should not be. I'm going to come off my rant. I'm going to calm down and I'll go and have a cup of tea. Now, where are we? I have had, nice cup, isn't it? I have had a cup of tea. And I have calmed down. I took a few minutes out But I was angry, and I still am angry, but I'm calmed down now. But it is no less than thievery. It's not within their powers to go there. They have no standing. They have got no invite. So why are they going? Why are they getting the people of Scotland at a time when everything is falling apart to pay these people to sod off to the desert? I would happily pay if it was one way and if they promised that they would never come back, any of them. But alas, they are. And then they're going to laugh. And then they go, ha ha ha, look at you, you paid for this. And nobody will hold them account. Well, we can. From this moment forward, they're all thieves. And you can call them that. Thieves. Humza Yousaf, don't sue me, you'll lose. Humza Yousaf is now a thief. Mary McCallan is now a thief. She can't sue me because I have that one defence. The truth. They are doing things, they are stealing from public resources for their own benefit. They are thieves. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Do please hit that subscription. Definitely sign the petition. Let's make sure they know. And let's make sure the police investigate. Somebody make official complaints. We need everybody to make official complaints to the police to say that this is theft of public money. This is misappropriation of public money. This is abuse of power. And it needs to be investigated and they need to be prosecuted and jailed. Somebody do that. Anyway, I'll finish there. Wait till the next video. God, anger, but I'm going to calm down again. Next video is a lot lighter. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.